wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nicole Cole and I love everything home. I am not one style, I am all styles, and I'm not a minimalist, definitely a maximalist. So today we are in my laundry room area. I catch a lot of flack about this area, but I absolutely love it. And I have something to share with you guys today because my mom and dad, I had already had supper cooked for them this afternoon, and when they got in, I was taking their food over, and Mom says, did you get that out of the car? And Dad says, oh yeah, I got it. So when I came in, I was just gonna leave their food and come on back to the house and eat with my husband. I know you don't want to hear the story, but it's really funny. So my mom says, why don't you have a seat and, talk to us for a second. And then when I sat down, my dad came in and Daddy laid something right in my lap. And I opened it up, and y'all are not going to believe what it was. Many of you may know I collect Roseville pottery. I have the dark striped one. I have the full set of the darker blue, but I love the lighter blue. And so this is one piece that she got me. It's not stamped on, it's barely readable on the bottom, but so there's one, and then this one is the other. Now this one I saw first, and I was like, Mama, do you know who that looks like? I said, that looks like Mama's bowl. And she goes, well, I thought both of them did, but I think you're right. This one looks more like my mama's bowls. Sure enough, I got home, and let me show you. So I have that size, I have this one, and I have the small one. Now I believe this one is the only one that's my grandmother's. So this one's my grandmother's. I bought this one to match this one, and now I have the larger size. But look how stinking cute. I'm so excited about them. So I thought, you know what? I was going to do the living room, but I really think I want to do the laundry room because this room is my favorite room, and Mama just gave me those bowls. So the dear Lord's trying to tell me something, that I need to decorate the laundry room. So this room is used as kind of a storage room for me. I store a lot of my decor down below and over on this side. And then I do have my coffee maker and my washer and dryer in here. So it does serve multiple purposes. And it's I think, like I've said before, I think it was a bedroom. So that being said, I'm gonna hush my stories up and we're gonna get started decorating this area. The first thing that I always like to put up is my beautiful Hobby Lobby spring line artwork that one of my subscribers got for me, and I love it. She found it down in Mobile. I could not find it, and she said, Nicole, I'm going to Mobile tomorrow. Send me a picture of it, and if I find it, I'll get it for you. Sure enough, she did, and I absolutely love it, and thank you so much. But I always like to put that in the center. And another reason why I do it in the center, and you can see, these are those, these were really popular when Joanna Gaines started doing her fixer-upper. And I love these because they're so easy to hang, and they're rustic, so I love that part. So I thought they would be beautiful in here, and they are. But I always like to put this one in the center to cover up that back piece that stands up. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I normally try to start from the top and come down with my decor. I think it just kind of sets the stage as I come down. Sometimes I will, feel a little giddy and start on the bottom, but 9 times out of 10, I will start up and work my way down. Now, as I've always told you, I like to work in hills and valleys, but you see I have another bracket here and one on this side. And I have these, I bought these off of Etsy. These are just some little wooden, they're actually just plain pieces of wood. I think they would be super easy to make. They do have the hangers on the back, but I'm not gonna hang them. I'm just gonna lean it like I did this one. But I have two different kinds of clothespins. One there. This is another old-timey one. And one there. I hope y'all can see that. So, as you can see, let me back you up. As you can see, it goes down, up, and then it curves. So it brings your eye across the piece. And I try to do that on most all of my pieces. Even my decor, you'll notice when you look across the room, it'll do this. Because your eye carries across the room. And that's what you want. You want a continuous, span across the room so everyone can take all your goodies in. I'm gonna move y'all a little closer and hopefully get you up where you can see how I'm styling this. So on this ledge, I like to do a lot of memorabilia pieces, and I'll try to show it to you as I go. This right here was my great aunt's, and I absolutely love them. I have two of them. I have that size and a smaller size, and I think I just want to put those. And you see how I high, low, and I'm going to go down just a little bit lower, and that's this side. I have these old electrical pieces in here that I always like to have out. I bought this from Rusty Ridge Vintage off of Instagram, Miss Allie. I also did this one from her. I love this scoop. Now I have this smaller bowl that's very similar to my grandmother's, and I'm going to kind of layer it in right here. So I've got my hills and valleys. So I think I want to do the larger bowl that my mother just bought me, and this medium bowl, which was my grandmother's over here. I could bring the smaller bowl down and use that here, but I think I want to keep it to bring your eye across so you can see the same bowl but on a different side, if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all remember, I had this scale on our kitchen island and it was absolutely gorgeous. I'm probably gonna move it back, maybe during Easter, because I loved using it there for that. But we are going to style it right here for now. And I'm thinking I may want to just put some utensils in here because I have a lot of vintage utensils. For a while, I collected this blue spatterware. It's kind of enamel, it's metal. And I think that I'm just going to stick that down there just to give me some more blue color. And then I have this mashed potato, and I'm just going to stick that in there. Just to make me think of my grandmother a little bit more, I have this old, this was my grandmother's bonnet. And yes, she would wear it almost every day. You can see it's kind of tattered on the back. But she would go collect her eggs in the morning from the chickens, and she would put her bonnet on, and this is absolutely precious. So what I did is, so I didn't want to hang it up there and let it tear even more. So this is pretty stout right here. So I took a clip and just put it right there to hang it on my pegboard. I think I want to pull it out so you can see it more and tell that it's a bonnet. So my grandmother used to, she would wash dishes with these old flour sacks. And I found this old flour sack when we were going through some things in my grandmother's, and I wanted to have it. So I used to have it hung up here on the back, and I could still do that because it adds a little, oh, I like that. I had thought about laying it down, in the bowl, but it does kind of cover the bowl. So you know what? I think I'm going to go back where I was and just do it just like this. And something else just to make me think of my grandmother. We used to always hang out the laundry together, and I got this old basket, and it looks very similar to my egg basket that I put on the other side. I think I'm just to cover that a little bit, and just to kind of bring this all in, I'm just gonna hang that right here. So I want y'all kind of understand when I'm working with a long piece, I try to do several different vignettes. When you're working with a long area like this, you could do 3 vignettes, and that's kind of my thinking on this one. So I have some things that I do want to hang on my pegs up here, and I think I'll do that first, and then we'll move in with the other items. So on my pegs, I just recently got this, and I was so excited. I paid $5 for it. I liked it because it had the pants holder on it as well, and it's really, really sweet. But I thought in the laundry room, hanging up here would be absolutely precious. And I do try to add a little bit of greenery. This is just an ordinary wreath, just to add pops of green. It just pulls that wood out to me. Now, I found this when I was cleaning up, and I have never used it that I know of. So what I did is I tied some jute on it, and my thought was to hang it from 2 of the pegs and put greenery down inside. So since I have greenery here, I think I'm just going to do this right there. I have these are spheres, okay, so they're half greenery, but I do want to raise it up in my little bucket. So I'm going to take this little votive cup, stick it down inside, and then just pop my little greenery on there. Now I love this, my wreath, yeah, I think I need to move that away just so my hanger would hang properly. I do kind of think I might want something up here. Not really sure just yet what I want to do, but I do have these white creamers, just some small white. They almost look like the ironstone, and that's what I love because they're just small and dainty. So I'm just going to hang those across here just to give it a pop of white. This is a beautiful enamel bucket or pan that I have had for quite some time. I love the blue in it, and I have had it hanging over here, and that's probably where I'm going to put it because with my big scale on this side, it just works better. Love the pop of color. Now since I have this large piece here, and then I have my other hanging scale, I may just bring this bowl in that vicinity, but I want to put it on something, and I'm almost thinking I might want to put it on a scale. I'm so afraid of that. I'm not doing that. Nope. Maybe if I just do the bowl and the scale beside it. I like that. And that would be my 1, my 2, and then I want to do something in my hanging scales. I have these other 2 spoons that I could hang up here. constantly tweaking, constantly. And I have this greenery. And I have my little chicken feeder too. I bought these little ironstone bowls from Miss Allie off of Rusty Ridge Vintage Instagram. If y'all haven't checked her out, you totally need to. I think I'm going to do those on top with my baby doll rolling pin. And then let's just move over here because I'm kind of lost on this one. So in my hanging piece, I think I want to do some greenery, and I have this little piece. So I want to do this and then take, y'all, I use this all the time. You've got to get this from Hobby Lobby, and just put that in the back. But add my chicken feeder. In the back. That's really sweet. I have some more utensils, so I think what I'm gonna do is just and that's all I'm gonna do. So as you can see, I did add a little bit more, and I love it in the corner over there, and I'll go over there and let y'all see. But in the corner, I did add a little bit, and we'll talk about it once I get over there. So I did add, these were hanging in my kitchen for a long time, and I brought them in here because I have the chicken nesting box over our washer and dryer, and I just thought it would be so cute to have more of my chicken pieces in here, and I love it in here. I wish I could find, you know, some more little chicken stuff, but I think I have enough for now. So, but I love this shelf. I love the pegs. You know, when we built this area, you know, my husband was like, I don't see how you're gonna do this. But this is my favorite part of the room. So these are the bowls that this is one of the bowls that my mother got me today. That's the large one. I had this one. This was my grandmother's, which is very sentimental. Love the humongous scale. So stinking cute. I did add my little paper receipt holder, and this is an old hammer handle of my grandfather's. So it may seem like junk to others, but to me, they're absolutely precious. Love the little metal piece. That is from Magnolia Home. I got it several years ago and have not used it, but I thought this is so cute in here. Just that little bit of galvanized. My new hanger with some wreaths and some of my old, utensils. And then this is the other bowl that my mama got me today. Y'all, this thing is so pretty. But love the ironstone with my scales. And then in this corner, if you can see, this is a picture of me. I'm the little one in the front. I was little once. That's my sister on the opposite side, and my daddy, my mama, and then my brother. We were cleaning out a yard in a house that we bought in Virginia, and that is all of us together. Look how young I was. Oh my goodness. But then the icing on the cake, these buckets were my grandmother's milk buckets. So she would take these out every morning to the barn, and she would milk her cows. So another tickle piece to have underneath my hanging scales with some more chicken stuff. And then these, I've had a lot of people ask what these are. These are rug beaters or quilt beaters. It just beats the dirt and grime out of your, or not grime, but dirt out of your rugs. That's how they used to use them. And then the shelf above. Love, love, love all this vintage yumminess. Great goodness. Thought I'd step back so y'all can see. That is my area that we just did together. This is my folding table in the center, and I keep my drying wool balls in that little blessed bucket when I'm not washing clothes, which I feel like I always am. And then this was my great aunt's dining room buffet table that I have painted the Star Dew blue. This is what all of my interior doors are painted. Y'all, more blue is coming. I'm telling y'all, I am going crazy doing more of a darker blue color in our home. Love adding all these vintage touches everywhere. Love adding the blue everywhere. But so thankful that y'all were able to join me today. And I hope that y'all have an awesome, awesome weekend. Thank y'all so very much.